It is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Yeah, interesting day today. I believe it's election day, isn't it? Shout out to all the people that voted in the election, etc. Right? You know, I'll just put it to you this way. I hope everybody gets what they want. I'll put it that way. Whichever side you're on, I'm rooting for you. Yeah, so tough loss. Tough loss. Turn the mic up. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, homie. Yeah, so yeah, tough loss, man. It was to be expected. Um, you know, I think we all kind of saw it coming, if you will. As bad as it came, no, absolutely not. But you know, it is what it is. We are complete tear down right now. Complete tear down. We have a few people, but no worries about it. We're gonna get this in right now though because my man actually helped me out right here. Turn your mic up. Gotcha now. Thank you. Appreciate you, my dude. Lasctywi. Never know how to say your name, but you know. You always support though, man. Real talk. We appreciate that, man. Everybody, man. Everybody. So, yeah, got a good show for you today. As you see in the thumbnail, I mean, it's no secret now. I was actually live streaming with a couple of my TRS brothers, and I believe 805, man, when they actually struck it and stated that, Getty and everybody was fired. So, yeah, everybody keeps saying my mic is real low. I wonder what's going on with the mic here. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is that better right there? Yep. Is that better? Ah. Let me see if that's better. Hopefully that sounds a whole lot better. Yeah. So yeah, we were where were we at here? We were talking about me having a good show and making sure that I got everything and the mic is low. I wonder why the mic is so low. I should be good on the mic. I have to give me one hot second. Yeah, I should be good on the mic. Yeah, I should be good on the mic now. Let me know. Last told me he could hear me. You said it was real low. You might be on your phone. Rated. No, it looks like, yeah, I don't know where you are. It does say you're on YouTube. But anyways, thank you. Appreciate you guys for letting me know. Hopefully it's you can hear it a lot better now. And yeah, let's get back to it. So, like I was saying, we knew what was going on. You know what I mean? And with the firings and so forth, there's a lot to wonder. You know what I mean? The one thing I question is, is this AP really taking control of the reins and finally having the ability to say, okay, let's move forward with this and get out of this with Getty, right? And the guys below him that they felt deserved was time to go. And rock with, as you all probably know now, Norv Turner's son, Scott, I believe is his name. Shout out to Scott Turner getting the interim. It is what it is. I'm not upset with it at all. I mean, we got, 9 more games. So I'm more than okay with what we got to look at, man. And trying to figure out who needs to stay. You know what I mean? Who needs to really be part of this team moving forward, because obviously the playoffs are out and it's really just time to focus on who's going to be playing where. Who's not going to be here. Who we can use just to get through the rest of this season based on injuries. I mean, there's just a lot going on, right? A lot of people shuffling pieces, moving from not only the practice squad, but people coming from outside as well. You still have, I think today is the last day, so we probably won't get anything else, right? Would have to be some extreme circumstances, I would assume, for us to be able to get something outside of, practice squad moving forward. So, that's what it's going to be, man. And I'm just not sure how that's going to work out just yet. How many more games we win? I don't think we're going to win a lot at all. I'd be shocked if we win. Yeah, I'd be shocked if we win. Oh, wow. I would say 2 more games. Yeah, I don't think we would win 2 more games. It's going to be tough, guys. We really don't have a lot of pieces. Not only do we not have a lot of pieces, it's just the fact that we have, some circumstances with the injuries. It's, the injuries are really just killer right now. And there's just no way around that in our offensive line and the lack of the offensive line, if you will. So it's going to be a tough, long road, if you will, for the rest of this season. But the good thing about it is, we can look at the bright spots. We can look at things that, we're going to build on, or we should build on, right, as the season moves forward. It's finally time. We got a few heads in here. So, as you know, we definitely like to make sure we shout out everybody that is in the building. Oh, it says turn my music down. My music is loud. I wonder why my music is loud. Yeah, these settings, man, I swear they kill me. They change every day. But chat lives matter, so we're going to go right on down the line. Angelo, yep, maybe if you turn your music down. Appreciate you, boss. Absolutely. I turned it down. Hopefully that works, man. We got Larry Fleming in the building. Shout out, Larry. At least something is getting done during a much-needed reset moment. I just hope the rumor is false about Gruden coming in next season. That would be rough. I'm not going to lie. That would be rough. Shout out, Yaya Hautamaki. Salute, Turf. My main man, D Menace in the building. What's cracking, D Menace? Salute, Turf. Last comes through. We need to play these kids to see what we got. I agree, man. I absolutely agree. And last but not least, Andre James, bye-bye. I would be more than happy, ecstatic, horns blowing, the whole 9 for that to happen. That would make my day for sure. That's what you're dealing with. When it comes to offensive line right now, we got a problem, man. 9 more games of this longest season. I agree, man. And you were thinking 2 also? Yep. That's what my guess was, man. My guess was 2. 2 to be exact, man. So, it is what it is on that one, bro. It is what it is. Hey, as D Menace says, get those likes up. See you January 5th, 100. Yes. So yeah. We are almost 15 minutes in, man, and you know what I like to do. I do want to know why this is not. I feel like my other channels are not rolling right now. Give me 1 second. I just want to check one thing. Yeah, don't. Oh no, it says I'm live. So everything looks like it's rolling. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going. Yep, it's absolutely going. Yep, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I see one of my main mans back in the building, man. Raider Paul. Salute, man. Appreciate you coming through. Hope you enjoy the show, man. It's been a minute, man. Glad to see you through. So yeah, we are going to jump right on in, man. We jumping right on in. And this is going to be stats, right? This is annoying to me. Let me make sure my pad is off. This is annoying to me because these stats are just, they're awful, right? They're awful. Gardner started the game as expected, and you see what you get, man. Quarterback rating of 31.5. I'm not going to say this was totally all his fault. This was not totally all his fault. Our offensive line was absolutely atrocious. Typical par for the course day, if you will, when it comes to that. And then also, just horrible. Horrible day with Mumford. I've never seen him play so terrible and be treated so awful in a football game. Oh my God, it was a bad day for Mumford. He's got to live with that, and I'm sure they're gonna rewind that tape left and right regularly. But I digress, man. Back to it. We are talking about Gardner Minshew, 10 for 17, 124 yards, averaging 7. Sacked once. I mean, he was running for his life. I'll give him that. He was absolutely running for his life for the most part. And, I mean, we know what we're going to get with him anyway. So I think it's time to move on from that respect. As far as, who we want playing at quarterback. I did notice that Mr. Bradley was out there. I believe he was out there again, suited, right, with the team, along with Desmond and Gardner. So if Gardner starts to struggle, I would think that he definitely, Desmond starts to struggle. I think we would definitely have the ability to put in Mr. Bradley and see what he can do and give him the ability to, kind of audition, if you will. That'll be totally, feasible because, when it comes to #SS, shout out to Severe. It's called #SS. I mean, I think it would make a lot of sense to see him get some burn. I'll let y'all tune in on Severe and find out what that means. Maybe he'll pop up and put it in the chat. Who knows? We'll let him decide that one. I love it though. Yeah. #SS. So yeah, I mean, I think that's what we're looking at for the rest of the season. As far as our quarterback situation, it's just not going to get any better. It's the day deadline was today. I believe it's definitely over. And we'll get to the whole Norv Turner and his son Scott at the end here. I absolutely will discuss what I'm thinking in terms of, there are a lot of people upset about Norv Turner being that guy, man. They are pissed. And I get it. Look, I get it. We'll talk about it, right? We'll talk about it. So, but yeah, Carter, hope you get you some burn, man. And I don't know, man. Desmond has the ability to showcase and give us a reason to keep him as a bridge quarterback, if you will. Knowing that we are absolutely drafting a stud, a.k.a. Shedeur Sanders, in the first round, even if it's at the first pick. However that goes, I do believe that you will see us drafting Shedeur Sanders in one way, shape, or form. So that's my 2 cents on it. Hey, I've been wrong several times. Wouldn't be shocked at being wrong again. So, but yeah, that's what that is, man. I mean, we move on to the running game, which I'm absolutely going to show. We're gonna look at some tape. We're gonna break down some tape today. We'll have a good 15-minute session. And just we'll look at probably the first 10 runs, of the game. We ran 21 times, I believe. Alexander Madison, yep, he had 9 carries for 36 yards. Hey, at least he averaged 4 yards a carry. Longest was 7. Amir Abdullah, par for the course, 4 carries, 12 yards, average 3, Zamir scored on the touchdown. Your typical underwhelming, situation. I'm just going to be honest about it, right? Just your typical underwhelming situation as far as rushing is concerned. I mean, I don't know what to say. And we're going to look at, like I say, those first 10 or so plays, running plays, and really dissect them, man. See how bad it was. How much can we put on the running backs? How much can we put on the offensive line, etc. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We will absolutely check it out from that respect. I wonder why my Instagram is definitely not working for some strange reason. But I digress. Let me move into receiving, right? Let's just get right to it, man. Jakobi Meyers. I mean, shout out Jakobi, man. Real talk. He's obviously making a name for himself. He's definitely doing it as far as putting up the numbers, if you will. 8 receptions. Yeah. 105 yards, 13 a catch. That's the first. Yeah, that's, long 23. 11 targets. Only missed 3 out of those targets, whether they be his fault or just uncatchable. Who knows, right? But what we do know is the fact that he's been put in the situation to be the, number 1 wide receiver. Is he that guy? I don't know. I mean, in all honesty, I used to look at upgrading him as the number 2 wide receiver, right? If you guys recall, way back, a few of my TRS members will tell you that I actually was thinking about Brandon Ayuk as a replacement, if you will, trade bait / hey, let's try to get better at wide receiver 2. With the 49ers and get us an upgrade there. I didn't think it was really possible to find a better upgrade for Devontae Adams. So, and that was just me objectively thinking, like, nobody's safe. Where are our top 1s and 2s, and can they be upgradable for a price? Jakobi, he's showing that he's definitely, absolutely number 2. Is he Brandon Ayuk number 2? I don't know. He hasn't put those numbers up. You know what I mean? He hasn't put those numbers up yet. So y'all tell me what y'all think, man. You definitely tell me what y'all think. Let me see here. We got a couple of people. Jesus M in the building. Shout out Jesus, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah, surprised Crosby wasn't traded. Nah, I wasn't surprised at that at all. Not even a little bit, man. Not even a little bit. Let me see. Raider transplant in the building. Desmond Ridder for the rest of the season. And let's see all our draft picks play. North Turner and Scott Turner offense will be throwing that ball. You know, we don't know, man. You know, you really just don't know. You really don't know. I don't know if Norv is going to throw the ball. I mean, Norv liked to run the ball, man. I don't know if, you know, don't get me wrong. He definitely threw the ball, but Norv would like to, you know, run in between the tackles with some physicality and then hit you over the top. You know what I mean? That's how that used to go. You know, in his heyday anyways. He was known for, you know, sucking that defense in, right? Pause. Just sucking them in with that run. Pop over the top. So, I mean, we'll see. That's old school now, though. There's a whole lot of difference going on, man. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Sacktown, Raider Mike, D-Menace salute. Yeah. Larry Fleming's turf. I'm glad we kept him. He's a baller. Jacoby Myers. I agree. I totally agree. I mean, excuse me. I'm glad we kept him. But, you know, at the same time, you know, it is what it is. You know, if we don't, you know, if there is something that, you know, is a little bit more available that suits our needs. I wasn't going to be upset, you know, with him being trade bait. But he's starting to shape up, man. I don't think he's a number one. Am I wrong? I don't think he's a number one. I don't think he's a number one at all just yet. I don't think he's like a top number two. But yeah, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Brock Bowers is being Brock Bowers. I mean, what else? You know, I thought he'd have more, but you know, he's dealing with what he's dealing with too, right? As our, you know, quarterbacks. And you know, this is telling me a lot too. Harrison Bryant. You know, I've been saying for some time now that, you know, ever since this whole Devontae debacle and, you know, size at wide receiver, it was going to be tough. You know, our wide receiving core is very small after Jacoby Myers. I mean, yes, now we have Ramel Keaton. I believe Wilkerson was signed back from the practice squad maybe as well. You know, I think he's like 6 feet, 6'1". We got a little bit of height there. You know, but I think that's why you see the numbers in receiving this way, where you got mainly everybody 6 feet and above on the top of that list, right? And Myers, Bowers, and Bryant. You know, I think that's for a reason. But, I mean, I could be totally wrong from that respect, right? Totally wrong. I just believe that, you know, it's a lot easier to hit taller wide receivers, right? It's just what it is, man. That's no, you know, knock on short receivers. I mean, I just don't think Trey Tucker can play true number 2 slot. I mean, a wide out. I just don't see it. Maybe it's just he isn't getting his rhythm. I mean, hey, Ridder was his guy, right? In Cincinnati. That was his guy in college. So maybe he absolutely turns it on now once, you know, the keys are completely handed over. Just don't know. You never know, man. You never know. But that's something to look for these next few games, especially with the new, you know what I mean, with our new offensive coordinator and play calling. Yeah, it's it's going to be very interesting. I don't think our fans will ever be pleased in any way, shape, or form. No, I don't even know where to begin to discuss that part. But yeah, I digress. I'm trying to stick to it because I do want to leave a good 15 minutes to really go down the line on my thoughts about this whole coaching staff, etc. But yeah, as you can see, let's finish off these stats. The fumbles, you know, Minshew's good for them. Whether it's a fumble, whether it's a pick, um, it is what it is. I mean, our defense is banged up, guys. Our defense is banged up. Let's just be honest here. The defense is just not doing well. When your safeties are the leading tacklers, that's a problem. That's a major, major problem. You have serious issues if that's the situation you're dealing with. And as you can see here, our safeties accumulated 20 tackles. You know, we only had one linebacker, you know, kind of do anything, and he didn't play well either. And that would be Robert Spillane. As you can see, you guys hopefully can see this fairly easy. It should be very large on the screen. I don't know. I mean, the defense just, you know, 40 some odd points, 5 touchdowns by Joe Burr. Yeah, he kind of torched us from that respect. And I mean, I wasn't shocked. I've always liked Joe Burr. Always liked Joe Burr. So yeah, shocking to me? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So it is what it is. I mean, yeah, just go down the list, you know. 4 tackles, 3 tackles. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Amari Gainer, I don't know how much time he got. Some of these guys didn't get that much time, right? Eichenberg. You know, for some reason, I never see those guys when it really matters. I never really see those guys out there. Maybe it's my own fault for not looking. Ready to transplant. What do you think of the Camryn Richardson? I'd like to see him more so we can evaluate what we got for the future. I know in this upcoming draft we need to address O-line and running back. Yeah, you know, and Richardson didn't look too bad. You know, he looked like something that you can work with, for sure. You know, Jack Jones, finally we had a flash of him, right, with the pick 6 that was kind of irrelevant, but at least he did have a pick 6. So you got to be happy for that. But yeah, DeCamerion, I think he looked decent at you know, minimum. Made some plays, or looked to make some plays, or be in the right position. I mean, he only had 1 tackle. I mean, right, corners, should they really have a whole lot of tackles anyways? Absolutely not. If so, you know, you're running into problems. So, you know, addressing the offensive line for sure. I mean, in this upcoming draft, we need to address the quarterback. Let's get it 100% correct. We need to address the quarterback. O-line, running back, absolutely. And, you know, the other thing, too, shout out to Miss Peggy Holmes. Yeah, no matter what we do, if we, you know, don't address the other bigger elephant in the room, which is now the fired coaching staff and the offensive coordinator. It doesn't matter who you get, right? Because not every offensive coordinator can groom, a rookie, if you will, or, has that expertise. So that's something that would make more sense to fix before we start doing any of these things, to be honest. But I do expect us to have the offensive coordinator situation resolved once the offseason hits. They'll get right to it. They'll find somebody so they can be involved, right, in the process of, getting Shedeur Sanders. They should be on board with that anyways. That's what I would expect. That will just be par for the course when it comes to, getting the quarterback here in Las Vegas, man. We need it. We definitely need it. So, ready to transplant. Max Crosby is trying to get Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders on his podcast so he can interview them both to talk about why they should be picked first. Then he said one of them may end up being his quarterback. Yeah, that's fire. It makes sense to me, man. I think we absolutely need to go in that direction. Yeah, 100%. And, you brought something up, about our run game and the fact that we need a running back, right? So, yeah, I am about to get that set up here for us. Let me see. I'm going to get this set up. Give me one quick second. Let me see if I can do one of these switcheroos. Yep. There we go. And boom. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, we are going to look at the first 10 runs, if you will, right? First 10 runs. Nothing crazy. The first run was at 2 minutes. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So let's check it out from here. And this first one is Madison for sure. Let's see. Yep. Nothing special. Let's look at this. Nothing special. So, I do have my trusty old app here that I can now start drawing. Who is that? Is that Mumford? That doesn't look like Mumford. I don't know who this is on left tackle right here. I mean, not that guy. That's the safety. I mean, corner. I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get this right. This guy right here. I don't know who he is, but I don't know what his responsibility is. His responsibility could be here, right? Or it could be here. We'll have to play the tape. We'll have to see. Clearly, I think he got hat on hat here, right? And you snap the ball with the center. I think the center is going to combo here. Wall that off right there, right? And then as I just stated, you got him for here, right? I don't know what this guy's going to do. I have no idea. I mean, maybe he walls off. This is all just a thought, right, on what we want to do here. But we're going to see the play develop. Let's check it out. Here we go. Let's see, 74. Yeah, he takes the outside man. Yeah, that man. That. I don't know. This right here. I don't know. I paused it right there. I had a good pause right there, but I think. Let me see if I can. Uh-oh. Got my stuff going haywire. It's going haywire. There we go. But I think right here, man. Yeah. I think that's the lane he had a better option of going to because you got this guy coming off this block right here. They're going to wall that off. And now you got this guy to beat. That's the only guy you got to beat. You know what I mean? So that's what we're looking at here, and I just don't think he does a good job right there. See, I mean, that's where I would be going with that right there. Right there. So, I mean, am I being picky? I mean, if you think about it, he actually even has the ability to come out here, right? He really does. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, yeah, because I can look at this from here too. Yeah, let's see. One more time. Let's look at this. Yeah, he's definitely got plenty of time to do that. He's got plenty of time to do that stuff. Yeah, it's just not a good run. Yeah, see? He just hit it. He could have easily. That's a bad read. That's a bad read, period. That's a bad read. So now we're going to go to 320. Oh. All right, so that's a bad read. Next play, I think, is, it's another run play, and it is him again. So let's take a peek. Let's look and see. First one was bad. Second one, nice jump cut, nice run. Now, that's a nice run. And, hey, maybe he's warmed up now. Let's see. He's warmed up, right? But let's see these blocks. Let's see these blocks here. Let's see these blocks here. This is beautifully set up right here, guys. This is and this is why we got good positive yards, right? Hat, that combo right here, combo here. That's beautiful. Yeah. I want to see that again. I want to see what made him jump. So who is 74? Who is that Colton Miller? Yeah. I'm ready for Miller to go. I've been saying that for a long time. I'm ready for Miller to go. Again, another good run. Madison, the third run, right? Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm ready for Miller to go. It's time. Terrible snap. We got hat on hat, combo hat on hat, Miller hat. Let's see what happens. It's a good run. But as you can see, Miller, he's getting worked, guys. He's getting worked. Look at Miller. He's getting worked. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, nasty work. Oh, nasty work. You see this right here? Oh, it's nasty work. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Yeah. This is where I start to, This is why we can't do anything, guys. This is definitely why we can't do anything. Hold on. This is White's run. Again, a terrible read. I can already look at this and see this is a terrible read from Zeus. I already can see. I believe Zeus is let me clear that up because I'm on the wrong spot. I believe Zeus is supposed to come out here. That's what I think is supposed to happen when we see this play. He's supposed to come out here and hightail it. And it's not going to happen. I think he's totally going to miss this read 100%. Yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at this. Watch the kick out. Oh, he's going to miss and whiff. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lane right there, people. That is there. He just runs right into the back of his guy. It's there. It's plain as day. It's plain as day, guys. He easily can cut this back. Or just stay play side. Just stay play side. It's just not a good look. I mean, it's just not a good look. These are our run plays, and they're actually working. It's just nasty work. Again, I don't know what to say. Nasty, nasty work. Our offensive line is atrocious. Our offensive line is horrible. I mean, there's really nowhere to go with this. I mean, yeah, there's really nowhere to go with this. There's really nowhere to go. Yeah, I don't know. Another run, but obviously we know this is for the TD that they took back, right? Touchdown, they took it back. We'll check it out. This was one that got overturned. They claimed his knee was down right there, right before the line of scrimmage. And, of course, we held our own still, though, man. We still held our own. Yeah. Offsides. Yeah, so we're going to fast forward to it. But I did see a comment from Larry. Shout out to Larry. Appreciate you. It is being reported that Norv Turner is being hired. Jesus. I know some people are losing their minds right now. I just know for a fact there are people losing their minds. Gunsmoke is in the building. Easy peasy touchdown, guys. It's an easy one right here. Easy touchdown. Look at that hole. I mean, he's had a plethora of places to choose from for 1 yard. So it is what it is. Let's get through one more. Let's get through one or two more. Let's go down to, when do we get the ball? 14. Here we go. Run play. Ooh, we got blew up, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is nasty work. This is nasty work. Look at this. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Yeah, linebacker. There's just nothing you can do right there. There's nothing you can do right there. He just reads that incredibly. Yeah. Just reads that incredibly. Look at 65. Who is that? Who is 65? Who is that? Somebody show me 65. Somebody show me who 65 is. Look at that. Holy cow. Jesus Christ. You got to look at this. Who's 65? Who's 65? Look at this guy. What are you doing? Is anybody seeing this? Is anybody seeing this? Look at this guy. I gotta show it one more time. Watch this shoulder. Watch this ugly lack. Look at this shoulder. Look at this. What is that? What is that? What is that? Watch this one more time. Watch. It's like, what is that? Jesus Christ. Do people understand why we can't run the ball, man? I mean, to be honest, to be fair here, let's be fair, let's be honest. Like, here is actually a very good run. If he had any kind of shakes, he would have hit that. He would have hit that. He would have hit that. And he would have been gone. But he just doesn't have that wiggle. Like right there, he would have been out the door. But yeah, that's just what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. I mean, that's what we live with. That's what we deal with. And I mean, yeah, there you have it. That was turf tapes. That's what I call that. My new segment, turf tapes. So shout out to the new segment, turf tapes. When I look through, check out some of that film. So yeah, I definitely wanted to leave the last 10 minutes or so to really discuss these firings and coaching moves, and the fact that now we are officially hiring Norv Turner. Apparently, shout out to him and his son. Right, they get to come and work together. And kudos to them, man. I'm not mad at it. I know a lot of people are not happy. It's a problem for real. It's a problem for a lot of people. I get it. I don't know, man. I just really don't have that same reaction because I don't think it matters who it is, because we know it's not long term. This is not going to be a long term thing. The only way I could see this being a long term thing is if, they literally turn it around and the offense starts averaging 25 points a game. And we all know that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen no time soon. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect to see anything like that with this new offensive coordinator, his assistant. I don't care if you go get a new quarterback. It's just not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, the offensive line, we have a lot of issues, let alone the quarterback, let alone our running back, right? Let alone wide receiver. Who's our number one wide receiver, ladies and gentlemen? Who's number one? Pandichat. Nobody. We don't have one. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's not gonna all happen overnight. And again, I have to go back to what Miss Peggy said, and that's bottom line is you need a coordinator, man. You need an offensive coordinator, even more so than you need everything else. You really need an experienced offensive coordinator. We can't go with another inexperienced guy. And that's absolutely what Luke Getsy was. He was just a very, very green, inexperienced offensive coordinator. And there's no real two bits about it, around it, And it was time to move on. I personally don't think that it was his choice to begin with. I think he was forced to, deal with Getsy. And my question is, playing devil's advocate, did he set him up to fail? I don't know. Did he give him bad advice, good advice? We will never know. All I know is that he was not AP's first choice. And I would have to assume that since that's not your first choice, then I have to assume that you're being forced to take your second, third, or fourth choice. And, maybe he was being vindictive and said, okay, you're going to give me that. Well, then I'll let him make all the decisions and hang himself, right? I have no idea. Or maybe he tried to help him and, he didn't take the advice. We'll never, ever know the intricate details of that relationship and, how that went down. But no matter how you look at it, the fact is AP stated 100% his decision. So with that being said, you have to believe he was the one that made the decision to fire. So, hey, if he tells us he was the one that made the decision to hire, then he has to hold that. But I really don't know if that was the case. any of those guys offensively. We know AP's not an offensive guy, so where did these guys come from? It wasn't Telesco, right? I don't know. I mean, a lot of people had a big problem with James Craig, right? I get it. The offensive line was horrible. Who made that decision? Was that Getsy? You just never know. You don't know who was allowed to make what decisions for what positions, right? Etc. So we'll just have to see, man. I mean, it sounds like it's AP, and if it is, then it's not going to be much more defending possible, AP, if you are 100% making these decisions. And this is what we were warned about, the fact that, you are very inexperienced. And it shows that you've made a lot of, right, inexperienced calls, etc. Or lack of, however you want to see it. And that's just something that we're dealing with and have been dealing with from the very beginning of this season. And I overlooked that. I'll be the first to admit. I overlooked all of those imperfections, if you will. But the one thing that I don't get is why people are ready to get rid of him now and then go for the very same situation. I keep hearing, let's go get Ben Johnson. He would be an absolute rookie, too. He's not going to know what he's doing. He's a rookie. He's going to be a rookie head coach. And on top of that, his offense is going to be expected to be top notch. 100%. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't understand a lot of our fan base and what they expect. It's very mind-boggling that we've already moved on from AP, and it's 8 games, 9 games, right? 2-7, 9 games. You still got 8 games left. And I mean, it's year 1. None of his people. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Not a single person on this team was handpicked by AP outside of, obviously, Jack Jones. But I'm referring to a real, true draft class. And I mean, he definitely took part of this draft. But I'm going to have to say that I give this draft to Tommy Telesco. Shout out to Tom Telesco. I think he had an absolute fire draft. The potential pieces that come out of this past draft, right? Your DJ Glazes, your Jackson Powers, right? And obviously Bowers. I mean, that's a pretty good draft. That's a pretty good draft in itself. We still got DeCamerion. There's some other guys stepping up too. It's a lot going on, right? And I believe that we will be getting on track. It's not going to happen overnight. For the people that think we're just magically going to jump to be a consistent playoff winning team in the next year or two, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If you're really honestly thinking that we have any shot at anything consistent, for without at least another 2 years, where you can get some depth, right? You need more than one draft to get some depth. You really need 3. I believe that is the magic number. You need to get 3 full rounds in, and we're in 1. We're at the end of 1, right? We're not even at the end. We're halfway through, right? We need to do the draft and then get through that next year to be through year 2 to see where we sit. But the impatience of Raider Nation and people in general this day and age it's filthy. It's filthy. I don't understand. I mean, this is why I think in general the league has a problem, a quarterback problem altogether. And the superstars don't make it any better because they do come in and hit the ground running. Your Jaden Daniels, your CJ Strouds. And it's just, you know, fireworks. But that's one far and few between the dozens and dozens of non-fireworks. And the fact that, yeah, it's not all roses for, right? I mean, for those one or two or three quarterbacks, you can name 15, 20, or 25 that absolutely have been ruined or just will never amount to anything moving forward based on being thrown in too early, not being developed, not being able to, learn. It's a problem. The NFL definitely, absolutely has a problem. And that's just scratching the surface. I mean, you start discussing, college and now with NIL deals and kids playing in college for 8-9 years now. Just, yeah, the football as a whole, ladies and gentlemen, it's in a weird situation. I'm here for it though. I'm here to see it through every which way till Sunday, as they say. And this was a good show. Less the mic problems. I got everything working. The chat went really well. I appreciate everybody for showing up in the chat. All the regulars. And I'm gonna continue, of course. I don't know why I had mic troubles. It doesn't make any sense to me. Everything else was working totally fine. But yeah, we'll figure that out at another point. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, Turf is out. Wait. Thursday. Don't forget, right? Tomorrow, shout out to my guys. Rundown. He's got his show tomorrow at 8 p.m., I want to say. Eastern. I want to say it might be 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then you got Spicy and Shield talk, right, with Chris and Spicy tomorrow night. And then Thursday, you have myself and Spence, my guy. We will be talking all sports, right? Everything. Not just Raiders. As you know, that is dead in the water. That will start right around 8 o'clock, during the game. We like to watch the game. We're definitely going to have a lot going on this week, especially if you like bets and parlays. You will absolutely want to tune in. We're going to have some doozies of parlays for you to pick from. And then, last week it was my fault. And, I definitely need to give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Carlton and Kim Ennis. The reason we did not have Turf and Rundown last Friday was because of me. I admit it. A lot of things, but that was one of them. Wedding. We will have that this Friday. 100% guaranteed, guys. Be ready to pull up. You already know. I will definitely have the link, man. I will definitely have the link. And, Saturday, hopefully we get a syndicate, It's tough doing syndicates now based on the timing and all the shows we have going on. But we're going to figure it out. We've been getting a lot of, rumbles when we got a next TRS show. We got a new member. I'm pretty sure y'all already figured that piece out. But, yeah, we're going to get that popping, man. But, yes. Again, I digress. I need to go handle some business myself and get some food, man. I'm starving. But till next time. Turf is out. Peace. Hey.